And good afternoon, everyone. We return for day number 2 here of the first Euro Tour of the season, and we cannot wait. Look, plenty of stuff going on, that is for sure. Welcome along, everyone. Let us know what you are up to. I hope everyone is good. Afternoon, Chris. How we doing? How we doing, everyone? It's definitely there. There'll be 2 tabs. If you just scroll between the 2, you'll see it. I'm just sorting out my screens. Hope everyone's had a wicked Saturday morning. The women's series is on as well. Bo losing early to a brilliant display from Katie Sheldon. Yeah, completely. It was an incredible performance from Katie. Let's get my PDC TV up. I've got the women's series on the iPad, and then this one here. How are we doing, Felix? Hope you are good. Good to have you in as always. It's a pleasure to have everyone in. Let's log in. I suppose as well we've got to look at that. Can Daryl Gurney reproduce the performance from yesterday? Because that was stunning. But can he do that again? I'm just going to update the text. Our fixtures are now up on there as well. So we are ready to rock and roll, everyone. Super Chin walking on. Danny Noppert has won the ball, everyone. Boris was incredible yesterday. Such a good performance from Boris Kirchmar. Josh Rock did nothing wrong apart from running to an incredible performance from Boris. 100% with you there, mate. 100%. So that's a lot of good games today. Remember, the seeds come in. We will see Gary Anderson next as well. Gando on the Euro Tour. I know he's had a slowish start to the season for Gary standards. I have to say that Daryl Gurney gets the crowd going. What a crowd it was yesterday in Belgium, in Wisa. Hope everyone is superb in the chat room. As always, you guys are absolutely smashing it. Wow. Some tasty last 16 games. Lisa Ashton against Yvonne Taylor. Fallon Sherrick, Katrina Gulliver underway. Noelyn Van Leuven is 2-0 up on Rose Mort. And Gemma Heta about to get underway on the stream against Eleanor Cairns. But we are ready to rock and roll, everyone. Remember, if you haven't yet, drop us a like and subscribe. I'm good, Daniel, thank you. Hope you're good. And Noppy is on the stage. Oh, John, 100%. What a couple of days of darts we have got ahead. Gemma here wins the ball against Eleanor Cairns and she will kick off. Not literally. But let's get this show on the road. Who are we thinking then? Noppy or Gurney? Look, if Gurney can reproduce what he did yesterday, then it's going to be good. Antoinette, how are we doing? Going for Danny. Daniel, no idea. The PDC, I don't know if they've picked him yet or not. And we are underway. Let's do this, everyone. Let's get some fluid on board and then we're set. How are we doing? Josh, I'm looking forward to seeing Gary. I think Gary against Luke Woodhouse has the potential. Johnny Clayton, Wessel, Nijman. Rob Cross against Ross Smith will be good. Heta, Michael Smith. And then I'm interested to see Peter Wright because I thought he was exceptional at the UK Open. Unfortunately, just ran into a littler performance. Gathering prize, Gian van Veen. I think Humphreys to Decker will be quite one-sided off what we saw last night. And I'm interested to see can Boris Kirchmar reproduce against MVG. Hill, Billy John. No, we don't show the darts because it's copyrighted material, and that's how you lose your channel, mate. PDC own all the content for that, so. Not risking my channel and got a good relationship with the PDC. If a non-tour card holder wins the North American Championship, yes. If a non-tour card holder wins a North American, they get to the Worlds. Or if, for instance, Danny Lauby wins it, he would get to the Worlds because he's not past 2 years on tour. Yeah, John, that's no dramas, mate. Look, I've got a really good relationship with the PDC, and I'm not gonna use their content. But first blood for Danny Noppert, and this is what I was concerned about yesterday. Daryl Gurney was scintillating. He was just sensational. But now he's only averaging 73. This is the drop-off. Gemma Heta 1-0 up in her game on the stream against Anna Cairns as well. Fallon Sherrick 3-0 up on Trina Gulliver. It's not a great game. Yvonne Taylor 2-1 up on Lisa Ashton. Again, both players struggling at the moment. Noah Lynn safely through to the quarterfinals, a 4-0 win for her. But Darryl Gurney looks as if he's going to level up unless Noppert can find a big fish. Well, she's not going to, so Gurney will return. 3 darts in hand at double 18. Sluggish start from both at the moment. What's your opinion on Bo for the Premier League? Look, I think, would she hold her own? 100%. But with this current 8-player format, I don't think you can do it. If it's 10 or 12 players, would I put her in? Without a question. But under the current format, I think it's difficult to do. And the other one that you've got to look at, as it stands at the moment, without a tour card, would Bo accept it? Because it's 17 weeks every Thursday. That would cut some of her other opportunities that she wouldn't be able to do. So I'd be interested, if she's got a tour card, I say when, because I think she gets one this year. If she's got a tour card, that's a different question. But without one, I think there is a question to be asked, whether she'd take it or not. Danny Noppert strong on throw here. How are we doing, Kados? No lunch yet. I've got pepperami here. That'll do me for the afternoon. How are we doing, Alistair? Good to have you in, my friend. Noppert leaves 52. Gurney's not going to take out the 167. So 2 darts at top for Danny Noppert to re-establish the lead, and it goes in 1. Clinical from the frees that the averages aren't great. Gurney is a mile off the level he was at yesterday. Loads of 6-5 players. You think so, mate? Gurney fires in a max and looking like he's going to hold here. He's up the level a little bit, still not where he was yesterday. Yeah, I'm out on the weekend. It's all good though. Danny Noppert has just missed the dart to break. Gurney missed a couple of darts, Noppert had a chance, but ultimately Super Chin swept up when it mattered. Little bit of a snarl from Gurney there. Are we getting angry Darrell out to play? Now Eleanor Cairns now has a 3-1 lead on Gemma Heta. Gemma well off the pace that we expect from her. Lisa Ashton turned it around from 2-1 down, 3 legs on the spin to beat Yvonne Taylor. Fallon Sherrock, a 4-1 winner. Open the window a minute. Folks, still there? Just going to open the window. Just got a bit of air in here. How are we doing now? So hope you're good. Good to have you in. Kirsty Viner is also one away from the quarterfinals. It could be a tasty looking quarterfinal lineup as Viner wins that leg. So Viner joins Robin Byrne, Noelyn van Leeuwen, Fallon Sherrock and Lisa Ashton in the final 8. So Josh, not anymore. Like I used to play to a half decent level. I got the IPS, and it's never really been the same. I can still practice good. So look, we've got the board up here now as well. So we are going to be doing some stuff on the board. We've got a nice little camera setup as well, so you can see stuff. So look, when I was playing all the time and was half decent, my running average was between 75 and 76 at Super League, so I was okay. And that's not going to pull up trees in the pro ranks, but it was steady enough. Darrell Gurney has broken the throw. Look, Gurney not at the levels he was yesterday, but he's winning. And when you have those drop-offs, it's all about, can you then produce? I'm not good enough for that. Gemma Heta has one back against Eleanor Cairns. But Gurney 119. And the 119 goes. He's found a bit of brilliance. Yeah, 100%, Dylan. That's been his issue, that the eye-catching performances are brilliant, but we then don't see them enough. It's there and then there. But we get a little hop and a skip from Super Chin. So Josh, I've got a screen in front of me that I've got PDC TV on. Eleanor Cairns has beaten Gemma Heta. It's a big result for Eleanor. Gemma not really at the races there in this one. But Danny Noppert is in danger from 2-1 up. Remember, he had a dart for 3-1. Since then, it has been one-way traffic. And it is 5-2. This is good from Super Chin. How are we doing, James? Yep, we are keeping an eye on the Women's Series as well as always. On International Women's Day as well. Gemma Heta just losing to Eleanor Cairns. So, 2 places left to be decided in the quarterfinals so far. Kirsty Viner, Robin Byrne, Nolan van Leuven, Eleanor Cairns, Fallon Sherrock and Lisa Ashton. 6 of the 8. It will either be, well, Natalie Gilbert's 2-0 up, so she's looking on course, and then either Rhiannon O'Sullivan or Katie Sheldon, who of course beat Bo Greaves earlier on with a brilliant performance. Rhiannon O'Sullivan in front against Katie Sheldon, 2-1 now. Back to the European Tour, Daryl Gurney is closing in on victory. He's 140 points away. And this would be 5 legs on the spin. He trailed 2-1, survived darts for 3-1, and since then Super Chin has made all the running. Tops for Gurney when he returns. He's done well at the back end of this contest, and it is a 6-2 winner. Yeah, look, Noppert had chances, Alistair, didn't he? Look, 3-1, and it's a different game, and it wasn't, and Super Chin moves on. James, I agree to a point, and look, Bo, as in, I agree that Bo was incredible and has taken the bar, but everyone, I think, maybe forgets that everyone talks about what Fallon did at the Worlds, look, but I actually think her best and biggest achievement, are they achievements, but I think her best 2 performances was the final in Copenhagen against Michael. A bit like Luke and Bo, Fallon had Michael all over the place for the first 2 sessions of that final, and then losing out narrowly to Peter Wright in the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam, where she's averaged, I think it was 99 over 30 legs. So, look, I think they're both incredible players. That Bo is the better player right now. Not arguing that at all. She has set the standard for the last few years. 100%, but I think that Fallon's achievements in those 2 tournaments maybe gets overlooked a little bit. And by the way, that I'm not taking anything away from Bo there, because Bo is incredible. But for the first time this European Tour season, are we ready? Are you ready? All aboard the Flying Scotsman. Gary Anderson against Luke Woodhouse. Yeah, Luke was sluggish yesterday as well. But look, Gary has played okay in spells this year, but not one game, so. Got about a minute till the pictures come back. I'm not saying that they're on the same level, but they're still TV tournaments. The players still treat them the same. And the performance in a TV final was very, very good, Craig. Look, we're lucky that the women's game is in an incredible place right now. Look, Bo is spearheaded that for the last few years. I completely agree. But then underneath it, we've got Fallon, Lisa, Makuru, the emergence of Gemma Heta, the young Irish contingent as well. Obviously, Aoife McCormack has just had a child, so hopefully she'll be back playing soon. Katie Sheldon, Robin Byrne. It's in a really, really good place. And then some of the youngsters coming through, Eleanor Cairns, Paige Pauling, Sophie McKinley. The women's game is in a really, really good place if it's allowed to continue to flourish and grow and be given opportunities. If they can continue to nurture those talents. Yeah, James, 100%. That the game against Dimmy was incredible as well. If Bo ends up 1 or 2 on the Challenge Tour, will that show her ability work wonders for Scott? Yeah, look, the Challenge Tour is, although I think there are flaws in the Challenge Tour makeup and the way it works and so on. Once you're there and playing in it, it's a great mechanism, 100%. How we doing, Bob? Good to have you in, buddy. Yeah, look, I think. By the way, I'm paraphrasing this, so don't quote me word for word because it was translated from Google Translate. But Makuru put on her socials saying that she was going to. She was spending more time on soft tip darts in Asia than steel tip this year, which is a shame, because I think Makuru is one of those players that if she committed to steel tip a lot, then she'd be even better than what she is, and she's an incredible player as it is. Random question. What's your go-to take? My go-to takeaway is always Chinese, always. But I haven't got. I love Chinese food, so I haven't got a set. That's what I always have, but my go-to is always Chinese. Yeah, Bob, Women's Series is today as well. Let's see how those last two ones are going. So Natalie Gilbert is 3-1 up. The winner of that will take on Lisa Ashton. Fallon Sherrick, Rihanna Sullivan, as Gary Anderson walks on. Kirsty Viner and Robin Byrne warming up as well. So the Flying Scotsman is walking on. And the stream game in for the women's is Robin Byrne against Kirsty Viner. It's probably been asked before. It's alright, don't worry about it. But how far do you think the women's game can go in terms of tournaments like the women's match play, Premier League? So I think for me, I'd like to see. Ultimately, I'd like to see a PDC Women's World Championship. I don't think that will ever happen, but I'd like that to happen. For me, I think the next step, I would like to see perhaps a Women's Players Championship finals. You could have it at Minehead, I think. Will the Women's Series get more streaming boards? I don't know. Would I like to see a second streaming board? Yes, but I'm not sure if it will or not. Gary has the darts, but has not started particularly well, and already his throw is under the cosh. What? And he's playing with the two-tone ones again. In my head, he used the natural tungsten ones. But the throw is under a little bit of pressure here. Early on for Luke Woodhouse, he's down to a finish first. Excuse me. Gary down to a finish, but Woodhouse is going to get first go at this 1-2-4. Bullseye for a break. Broken. Brilliant from Woodhouse. Pins the bullseye. 1-2-4. Luke Woodhouse with a 12 dart break of throw in the opener. Gary is under a little bit of pressure here. Yeah, James, I don't dislike it at all, mate. Gary, not quite firing at the moment. Bounce out doesn't do him any favours there. Let's see what it hit. Was it flights or off a wire. It was in the treble 5 anyway. You can see the mark. Yeah, look. The only problem is if you're doing it mixed this year, James, it would be Humphreys and Bow. Because remember, Humphreys is still ranked number 1. Gary threatening a break back here. But Woodhouse fires in a 140 to get him down to a manageable finish. But 130 for Gary to break back. It's not the best setup. And Woodhouse is going to get a dart for 2-0. And that dart is at double 16. And it is pinned. 2 tongue-topping finishes for Luke Woodhouse, and he leads Gary Anderson 2-0. Yeah, I think he will, Bob. Expert finishing from Woodhouse so far, 124 and 110. Kirsty Viner levels up with Robin Byrne on the stream board for the Women's Series. And Noah Lynn van Leuven 2-0 up on Eleanor Cairns. See, Gary's getting frustrated with himself because it's good score, average score, good score, bad score. We can't find any consistency at the moment, which is the issue for Ando. Yeah, I think I think England were the overwhelming favourites in last year's tournament, and they'll be even bigger favourites this time around, I think. But in recent tournaments, the doubling for Gary Anderson has been the issue. Leaves tops unless Woodhouse can find a party piece. Oh, he couldn't, could he? Oh my, bullseye for 3 ton toppers in a row. Oh my, Luke Woodhouse has taken out the big fish. He's taken out 124, 106 and 170. Gary smiles about it. We get a little Johnny Clayton finger point as well from Woodhouse. Currently, Luke Woodhouse is averaging 107. Where would you rank prime Gary? All time, Gary is 3rd on my list, James. And he's staring down the barrel of a 4-0 4-0 deficit here. How are we doing, Darryl? Good to have you in, buddy. It is 4-0. Luke Woodhouse is not missed a dart at a double, and he has taken out 124, 106 and 170 in those 4 legs. Taylor, MVG, Barney, Anderson, jackpot are mine in that order. Fairs, mate. Like I say, I love questions like this because there's no right or wrong answer. And Mason, the guys and girls from ITV4 did a really good piece on their YouTube channel, to be fair. Don't watch it now, obviously, but you can go and watch it after we've finished. On the top 10 players who have had the biggest impact on the sport. Not the best players, the biggest impact. It's a really good listen. Gary Anderson misses a dart at tops to get underdog on the board. This 164 will probably go. No, not this time. But yeah, if you get a chance, it's on the ITV Sport YouTube channel. It's a really, really good listen. As Gary Anderson gets a leg on the board. He's averaging 99 now, Gary. He's not done a lot wrong. But Woodhouse is showing no signs of letting up here. Gary Anderson's got his average over the 100 mark, but problem is, it's 2 breaks to throw down. I think Littler has the biggest impact on the sport. No, I don't disagree. I think probably the top 3 in my generation, and obviously I remember Eric, but it was Eric towards the end of his career. But like, I get in his prime, Eric was the first rock and roll dart player, as Luke Woodhouse goes 5-1 up. And again, he has not missed a dart at a double. So yeah, certainly the biggest impacts of my generation. Luke 1, Fallon 2, and 3. I don't know who the third would be. There's a few candidates. maybe MVG or Taylor, but they were just incredible players. Did they? What? When I look at impact on the sport, it's what they do or how they've done it away from the board. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of the impact on the sport, I think Gerwyn Price is underrated, coming from the professional rugby background into darts, and that he then crossed over into the mainstream when he went on Soccer AM and things like that when he won the Worlds, and it's a real interesting debate because people see impact and influence and so on the sport as different things. Yeah, I agree, but Bristow's rock and roll era was before my time. Do you know what I mean? But having looked at it, yes, 100% I agree with you. But I kind of wasn't around for that period. Do you know what I mean? It looks as if Gary Anderson's race is run here. It's been a brilliant performance from Luke Woodhouse. And Gary's left himself a bogey number. And the one time Luke Woodhouse misses a dart at a double, Gary leaves a bogey number. That probably just about sums up Gary Anderson's day. Gary Anderson is out. Frustration written all over his face, beating 6-2. Very, very good performance from Luke Woodhouse. The finishing early on was exceptional. I think he was 5 from 5. There'll be no more Flying Scotsman. Would this go down to eras as well? Yeah, 100% James, it would. And look, the media coverage, and in terms of, I do think when Bristow was doing it, there was only newspapers and Darts World magazine and things like that, where when Luke and Fallon have done it, it's exploded on social media. Social media wasn't around in that day. So yeah, 100%. Let's run you through the quarterfinals from the women's series. Lisa Ashton is 2-0 up on Natalie Gilbert. Fallon Sherrick 3-1 up on Rhiannon O'Sullivan. Eleanor Cairns and Noelyn van Leuven 4-all. Robin Byrne, Kirsty Viner 3-all. Fallon Sherrick has now stretched that advantage to 4-1. And Eleanor Cairns has completely turned that game around. She was in a world of trouble against Noah Lynn. But the young slinger from St Helens has beaten Noah Lynn van Nuven 5-4. She will play either Kirsty Viner or Robin Byrne. And it looks as if at the moment Fallon Sherrick and Lisa Ashton are on collision course for a semi-final rendezvous. Great, 100%, and that's what we're saying, that you can't, like, in terms of the TV channels is one thing, because free to air is completely different to subscription TV now as well, where you look of how many people now genuinely honestly pay for Sky and so on. So when you look at, like, this year's, for instance, the World Championship viewing figures were close to 4 million, I think. That's the official views. How many other people watched that World Final on a Fire Stick or something like that? I think Bunting made an impact, but I think this is more a wider impact, not just on the sport, how it transcended and so on like that. So yeah, Luke Woodhouse is playing really, really well. I'm not sure if he's I think. Do I think he can make it into the top 10? Maybe not. I think he can make the top 16. I'm not sure if he's a top 10 player or not. That top 10 is a hard place to gate crash. Fallon Sherrick, a 5-1 winner over Rhiannon O'Sullivan, the Queen of the Palace, into the semi-finals. Will we see a new first-time winner of the women on a women's series? Well, this year, I wouldn't discount it. The women's series is getting better and better all the time, so better change the will it ever be a women's Euro Tour event? I don't think so. Would I like to see it? Yes. Do I think so? No. Littler and Fallon went social media worldwide, their impact, Bristol, and so, yeah, and that's the thing, that Littler, because of his age, and people got behind the storyline of this 16-year-old, and Fallon, because she was a woman, put darts into places that Taylor, Bristow and Van Gerwen and so on couldn't, because of their different dynamics. In Germany, over 3 million people watched the final on Sport 1, maybe more on DAZN. Imagine how high numbers would have been. 100%. I remember when Gabriel Clements got to the semi-finals of the world, and the viewing numbers in Germany were off the scale. Vinakainen and Robin Byrne are going to a last leg decider, or are in a last leg decider, should I say. Robin Byrne on 81, Vinakainen on 1-2-1. Lisa Ashton 3-2 up on Natalie Gilbert. Fallon Sherrick and Eleanor Cairns already into the semi-finals. And Vinakainen has beaten Robin Byrne. Robin Byrne missed the dart of the ball for the match, couldn't take it, and the Finn steps in. So 1 place left in the semi-final of the first Women's Series event of the weekend. So far on the European Tour, Daryl Gurney is a 6-2 winner over Danny Noppert, and Luke Woodhouse is a 6-2 winner over Gary Anderson with a brilliant performance. Swiss Phil is on the stage, going to get the players on. Here's Dave Chisnall against Ricardo Pietreczko. Look, both players didn't play particularly well yesterday, so it'll be interesting to see what they produce here. No worries, unknown. Pleasure. Chizzy should, but you wouldn't. You wouldn't bank on it, would you? And here comes Chizzy Dave Chisnall. Right, chat room, what are you saying then? Who wins, Chizzy or Pietreczko? Pikachu! What are you saying? Players are on the stage. Pikachu maybe only because Chizzy's been off his game. I think they both need to up their game, if I'm being honest. I don't think either have played particularly well recently. That jacuzzi shot of Steve Beaton made an impact worldwide, I agree. But Chizzy gets off with a 140. Oh, I clicked the wrong game on here. Yeah. Is it that one? There we go. My bad. They're both coming down in 140s here. Let's have a quick look at the women's series where Natalie Gilbert is now 4-3 up on Lisa Ashton. And keep an eye on both for you. Natalie Gilbert broke, but then Lisa Ashton has powered back and looks favourite to send us to a last leg decider here. Cheers, Bob. If you haven't yet, drop us a like. Ashton in control of this leg. Will get the chance to level up. Dave Chisnall takes the opener on throw, 1-0 to the Chizzy Rascal. So Ashton 120, and the 120 goes brilliant from the Lancashire Rose. Yeah, I think James, that a couple of things that Lisa is and has been one of the most incredible female players ever, but I think form, age and injury may have caught up with her. She can still produce those eye-catching games, but we don't see them as regularly anymore. It'll be good game, bad game, a couple of good games, a couple of bad games. But look, that happens to, that's not just Lisa, that happens to everyone over time. Age and other factors in sport, not just in darts, catch up with people. Yeah, I thought that yesterday, Bob. I haven't seen that version of the Pietreczko shirt before. So both of them coming down here. Lisa Ashton leaves 101 after 12. Natalie Gilbert needs a couple of trebles here. And finds them. $120 for Gilbert. Lisa Ashton sat on double 10. It's not going to go, so Lisa Ashton will come back. 3 clear darts in hand to seal a 5-4 victory, and it goes second dart. So Lisa Ashton goes through, and she will have a dance date with Fallon Sherrock in the semi-finals. Pietreczko and Chisnall a level. Yeah, I agree. I think the Lisa Fallon rivalry at its best was really good. I enjoyed it. Especially because I think it was a genuine rivalry. I think the Fallon Bow one is almost manufactured by us, the media, where I don't think there is a genuine rivalry. I think they get on and so on, where, don't get me wrong, Lisa and Fallon get on, but there was a genuine rivalry that wanted to beat each other all the time. Do you know what I mean? Pikachu always throws his darts in the same order. Black, red, gold. That's a great spot, James. Black. He does, he was looking at him as well. That's a great spot. Red. Gold. So there, he didn't look down. I want to get a camera on him when he goes back, and he must set the dart, like, we can't see him now, he must look down and set them in his hand. That's a great spot, James. Again, Chisnall not completely happy here with his game at the moment. Like, he's playing okay, but you can just see on the stage that he's not 100% happy. To be fair, I'll tell you what was a rivalry back in the day, and although I think they get on now, but they didn't at the time, was Trina and Anastasia. Back at Lakeside, that was a proper rivalry, and they disliked each other as well. Over time, they get. I'm sure they get on now. But at the time, that was a proper rivalry. Looks as if it's going to be 2-all. Chizzy not making the impact here. I don't know if Ricardo is, but certainly yesterday Martin Schindler was playing with new darts, and obviously Mike de Decker. No, James, I don't think there's been one in the women's series that I can remember. Pietreczko has made a bit of a mess of this, but it's still going to level up, and he does. Just made a little bit more hard work of that than it should have been. Chizzy's average has dropped by about 10 points in the last leg and a bit. Just looking there, the Pietreczko's darts look the same to me. And here we go, semi-final on the women's streaming board. We've got some pictures, and no surprise they picked Fallon and Lisa. Big last treble there from Dave Chisnall. Trebleless visit would have just opened the door for Pietreczko. Fallon has won the ball. Chizzy leaves tops. But the 161 is not going to go from Pietreczko. Chizzy coming back to lead again. To Dave Chisnall. This one just lacking a bit of spark at the moment. Needs something to bring it to life at the moment. It's just going along at the moment, I'd say. That 180 might spring it into life. All of a sudden, Dave Chisnall is threatening the Pietreczko throw. Something that he hasn't done as of yet. Excuse me. Fallon misses a dart, double 16. Lisa's going to get a little go at the 112 here. Tops. Can't take it either. Both have had a dart to win the opening leg. Fallon pins double 8, last dart in hand to lead 1-0. First lady to win the world's play in the Premier League. Yeah. And Chisnall has broken the Pietreczko throw. The 180 in that leg turned it around. It was just a bit of a stale leg until that point, but Chizzy has found something. Pietreczko, you know where the camera is, don't you? He just gave the camera a little wink. He knows. Something like that, yeah. Chizzy now in control. Fallon has broken the Lisa throw. Double 8, a saviour. Once again, 2-0 to the Queen of the Palace. 4-2 to Dave Chisnall, looking as if it's going to be 5-2. The only thing, yeah, Bob 100%, and look, Lisa did that with brilliance as well. She was incredible with that Q school. But I remember when she lost that she was hanging on and everyone was looking at the equations and so on. But yeah, no, it was an incredible achievement from Lisa. Yeah, Chizzy is in full control, James, 100%. This one was teetering for a while, but Chizzy has found something when it matters. Double 8. For Chisnall. Doesn't go, but he's lucky that Pietreczko is not on a finish. Fallon Sherritt takes out the ton for 3-0. Is this the best I've seen Chizzy play in a while? Yeah, I think so. Look, he's not had a good time recently, but look, is this his best? No, it's steady and effective though from Chizzy, but this leg may be scarring it because he's missed a whole host of doubles here, and at 1-3-4 is not a gimme. I'd like to see that, Bob, yeah. Maybe not the top two, but I'd like to see the winner of the Order of Merit be given one, definitely. I don't dislike that at all. Chizzy gets there in the end. A lot more complicated than it should have been. 5-2 to the Chizzy Rascal. Lisa, stop swearing on stage, on stream. Do love it when they start effing. Brilliant 177 there from Lisa. And Lisa has a leg on the board. Hold a throw, 3-1 to Fallon at the moment. In the other semi-final, Kirsty Viner is 2-1 up on Eleanor Cairns. And of course, Dave Chisnall is 5-2 up on Ricardo Pietreczko. Ricardo, favourite to hold here, but it's on his darts. Lisa just having a good little spell here. No. 62 for Pietreczko when he returns. Chisnall down to a finish now. tidy maximum from Lisa in the semi-final. Has got her down to a finish, and she's threatening the Fallon throw for the first time here. Well, first time since being broke. Bullseye. Brilliant from Lisa. She's taken out 301 in 6, 180, 121 on the ball. And effectively, we are back on throw. Pietreczko, this is going to have to go. What have you made of the Premier League so far, Phil? Yeah, it's exciting night one, but now I'm a little bit. I look at it and look, Luke and Luke are going to the O2. I don't think there's a danger there, and then it's a case of who joins them. And at the moment, I think the only candidates are Michael, Gezi and Nathan. I think it's 2 from 3 at the moment. But look, that can change, we know. But at the moment, it's just a little bit stale for me. Which with only 8 players and the same week in, week out, it's going to be. Look, I get the PDC's argument, because the fans in the venue, it is great, it is exciting, but when you're someone that watches it at home and covers it week in, week out, it does get boring. Lisa levels it up at 3-all. Been a really good game this. Both of them have been in every leg, giving it everything. Real tidy contest. And look, nothing's a gimme in sport, but you would imagine the winner of this goes on and wins the title here. Yeah. Again, Chris has played decent but not picked up points. Rob's been hit and miss. When he's been good, he's been very good, but when he's been awful, he's been off. Bunting has, performances wise, he's played okay. When you look at the numbers and so on, but no points, it's tough. Dave Chisnall sat on double 10. Fallon's made a mess of her setup and just allowed a glimmer for Lisa. Fallon's last 2 visits on her own throw has just let Lisa Ashton in the door here. And Dave Chisnall does seal a 6-3 win over Ricardo Pietreczko. It wasn't a classic. Chisnall's averaged 91, Pietreczko only 83. As Fallon takes out 115 to lead 4-3 again. But coming next, go Johnny, go, go, go against Wessel Nijman. Should be a good game, this one. Wessel got embroiled in a game yesterday that he could have won 6-2 and ended up in a last leg decider. Yeah, I personally would go to 12 players, 6 games a night. Lisa Dan to a finish first. It's looking as if we're going to go to a last leg decider. The game probably deserves it, to be fair. I think it's been a top quality tungsten tussle between the Lancashire Rose and the Queen of the Palace. So 60 for Lisa Ashton. Double 10. Doesn't go, so Fallon's got a match winning opportunity here. 75 for the Queen of the Palace. 18 and tops. Tops for a place in the final. And it goes clinical finishing from Fallon Sherrock. She beats Lisa Ashton 5-3 to set up a dance date in the final with either Kirsty Viner or Eleanor Cans. Currently it is Viner who leads 3-2. Would I still include the nightly contenders? Would I? I'm really torn with this, James, because it worked so well the first time round for me, because it was the first time we saw it and most of the players were local-ish to where they played. Now, the second time around, obviously COVID killed it as well, so it maybe didn't work as well, but my issue is that, is there enough in relevant areas, or do you scrap the fact that they're going to be local-ish to the area and just go, right, he's playing here, he's playing here, he's playing here, and so on? I don't know, is the honest answer. It'll be interesting to see what the next carnation of the Premier League looks like. How are we doing, Fred? How are we doing, Kev? Good to have you in. How did he get on, mate? Did he win? One or the other lead, 3 minutes to go. Fair enough. So, about a minute and 20 seconds. So we get the Euro Tour pictures back. Who are we going for then? Johnny or Wessel? What are you saying? Again, I wouldn't look. Is it a surprise when Bo loses? Yes, but look, Katie Sheldon is a more than capable player, and it was a good game. If Bo had lost to someone rank outside, then it would have been a bigger shock. But look, it's always a surprise when Bo loses because she's that good. But Katie is an incredible player as well. I don't think, Bob, the Australian Premier League is later on in the year, and yes, Whitlock is going to go and play in it, which will be good. 6-5 Wessel. Vinakainen looking as if she's going to go back in front against Cairns, and does. One away, but again still on throw this game. Looking forward to this one. Again, Chizzy's doubling woes there. Front 9 average of 110, nearly 111, but only an overall average of 90. Some drop off there. Right, Swiss Phil is on the stage and ready to get us underway. So let's do this, let's get the players on. First of all, we'll have a bit of Summer of 69. For Wessel Nijman. Does he call you English, Phil? No. So obviously he's Phil. He's not Swiss. He's German, and is an incredible guy, to be fair. But it stuck. Dan Dawson kept calling him Swiss Phil, and it's stuck, and everyone calls him it now. I say he's German, but he has the most English sense of humour you will ever come across. It's great. So Johnny is on his walk on. And we have both players on the stage. Eleanor Cairns has missed the opportunity to send us to a last leg decider. Now Vinakainen looking at 41. But Vinakainen doesn't take the opportunity. Johnny is back playing really well again. Again, Eleanor Cairns has missed again. So has Vinakainen. Tension. Drama. But Cairns has missed again. And surely this time Vinakainen will book her place in the final. Yeah, very messy leg, isn't it, Kev? And it goes in one. Kirsty Viner sees off Eleanor Cairns in the semi-final, and she will have a dance date with Fallon Sherrock in the final. But back to the European Tour as we look at Wessel Nijman against the Ferret, Johnny Clayton, and Wessel is off and running 180, 140. This is very good from the young Dutchman. One 0 to Nijman. Stunning leg from him. 12 darts was enough to hold. Some going considering only 4 events played before today. Yeah, agreed. Wessel has banged in another maximum and he is making a move here on the Johnny Clayton throw. This 120 from the Ferret may have to go. And he's missed a dart at tops. Nijman is poised on 78. Treble 1 means it's going to have to be 25 and ball. It'll be interesting to see whether dart 1 blocked his next dart at the ball. That was a good guide, to be fair. But the other one just nestled alongside it. And Johnny Clayton does level it up. He's missed a bit of an opportunity there. But we are level. Not much in this leg, but Wessel trebleless as he just opened the door for a big visit from the Ferret. Had a power cut. I'm not good. Fallon beat Lisa in the semi-final and will take on Kirsty Viner in the final of the Women's Series event. Johnny, from potentially having his throw broken, is now manufactured a chance. It's another maximum from Wessel. That's 3 in 3 legs. But Johnny has missed 2 darts at the 92. He's come inside 16s and come inside 8s in the last 2 legs. They've both had a chance to break the other's throw. But Wessel, he's pinned the treble 17, but not the double 12, so it means Johnny gets another chance. The Ferret for a 2-1 lead. But he's going around the houses. Johnny, 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 what have you done? Can't be giving Wessel chances. But Wessel's made a mess of it himself. And now, Johnny Clayton coming back for double 1. What's going on here? The Ferret pins double 1 in the end. Johnny Clayton, but then starts trebleless. This is a weird old game. Weird game. Nice Bob, nice. Like I say, Johnny's new darts, I know he's been playing with them a while, but he seems to have really settled with them and he's playing well. Johnny Clayton has missed another 3 clear darts for a 3-1 lead. His doubling has been woeful. It's down at 16%, the Ferret. Bullseye for Nijman. And again, he misses. It's a doubling disaster for Johnny Clayton at the moment. But somehow he's 3-1 up. It's like the dog and duck against the goose and Labrador. Saw this last night down the local. Strange game, this one. Do you think Johnny wins or do you think Wessel comes back? Chat room, let us know. If you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe as well. We massively appreciate all the support. You guys are incredible to us. Wessel on course to get one back here. Wessel back within one. But I don't have any confidence in either player in this game at the moment. They've both been erratic and inconsistent. Oh, Dan, I 100% agree that the ferret has been transitioning the right way over the last 4 or 5 months. I am completely with you there. Johnny sees it out. He's going to have to find something here because Wessel is threatening that break back. We have pictures on the women's series. Oh, Johnny, he almost pointed. He went treble 20, and it took a little nick the last start into treble 1, and he started to point. Wessel, in the blink of an eye, is level 3-all. The scoring power is with Wessel in this game. Kirsty Viner going for the ball first in the old bull up. And Fallon wins the ball. Again, this is better from Johnny. All of a sudden, that firepower kicks in. .140, 140, 180. Brilliant from the ferret. And he's going to get the chance to break back, or break again after Wessel broke back. But he's going to be under pressure because Wessel's left double 18, 2 darts at double 16. And this time he pins it and we get the finger point for the ferret. This game turning one way, then the next. Paddy, how are we doing, mate? Hey Phil, turning in from New Zealand. Thanks for the content, giving us the ability to keep up with the performances from my cousin Hope I'd Pooh. How nice. Setting to his tour card and getting some solid results. Nice. Look, Hope's is a great guy. Love him to bits, and great to have you in, Paddy. Thank you very much. We'll always keep you up to date. Remember, we are here. Both sessions today, both sessions tomorrow, the live lounge on Monday, then we have Pro Tour streams on Tuesday and Wednesday, keeping you up to speed with absolutely everything here at Online Darts. Again, Johnny did the hard work and broke, and then Wessel's fired back. Brilliant from Wessel. Nijman takes out the 1-2-1 on the bullseye. Oh, Wessel doing the old Johnny Clayton finger point. something I can get behind. Everyone should be doing finger points. For all the missed starts at a double, this is actually a real intriguing, and considering they've been poor on their doubles, the averages are really good. Fallon has made a mess of this opening leg. Multiple darts to hold and has not done it. Kirsty Viner steps in. Fallon had multiple chances, couldn't take them. Wessel Nijman to finally hold and go within one. The scoring power from Wessel has been right up there. 6 maximums in 10 legs is exceptional from the young Dutchman. But now Johnny has it all to do. Is Johnny going to force a last leg decider? At the moment, Viner is having the better of this. Fallon Sherrick should have won the opening leg, didn't. And now I agree, Heta v Bully Boy is an exciting match as well, and look, Damon's rock solid and Michael Smith is heading in the right way again. So, all in all, it should be a contest, but now Wessel is ready if Johnny misses, but he doesn't. The ferret is ferreting and it's 5 apiece. Who is going to hold their nerve in this last leg decider? Johnny hits and we get a fist pump, no finger point this time. It's Kirsty Viner pins a 104 finish to lead Fallon Sherrick 2-0 in the final. Great finishing from the Finn. Johnny Clayton saving his best until last. 140, 137 in the decider. Is it go, Johnny, go? And the ferret is down to 106 after 9 on the Wessel Nijman darts. And he's got 6 at it. Wessel can't leave a finish. Brilliant from the ferret. Leaves 8 after 12. will get 3 clear match starts. Oh, I haven't got any sand on Bob, so... Johnny has missed 3 match starts. The dog and duck doubling has returned. Can Wessel Nijman steal it with an absolute blockbuster? No, he can't. But Johnny Clayton finds double 2, and the ferret is into the final day of the European Tour in Belgium. Look, considering his doubling was woeful, nearly 93 average is not bad. Johnny Clayton, superb from the ferret as he points to the crowd. That's superb. The power of the ferret. Ross Smith coming next. And again, Fallon's doubling is woeful. Minakainen has the opportunity for 3-0. And 3-0 it is. And it's all Fallon's undoing here. Oh, sorry, it's all her own doing. She has missed doubles all over the place. But the expert finishing from the Finn. Yeah, Bob, in the semi-final against Lisa, her doubling was incredible. But this time it's dog and duck. Sherrick is going to have to find something and something big here. How are we doing, Joe? Good to have you in, buddy. Remember, Johnny is through being interviewed by Phil on the stage. Look, everyone thinks remember he's still young. He'll learn in time. These big last leg deciders are all still a learning curve for him. Sherrick looking at 1-2-6 to break Minakainen and get a leg back. Do you think Rob Cross is the most underrated player of all time? Has his achievements been underrated? Maybe, but I think that's because it's all or nothing, isn't it? It goes like that. Rob Cross's career in terms of titles. And Fallon Sherrick, that was a huge leg for the Queen of the Palace. Takes out the 72. And look, she's had enough opportunities, her own fault for not taking them, and Minakainen's finishing has been incredible in this game. On his day, look, on his day, his A game is very good. I agree. He doesn't have enough of those good days. I am fully with you there, Brad. But if you said to me, is Rob Cross's A game as good as some? I personally would say no. it is still exceptional. It is very good. It's in that next bracket under for me. That is his AA game as good as Luke Littler, Luke Humphreys, MVG, Gary Anderson? I'm not sure it is. It's still exceptional, but I'm not sure it's in that bracket. We have pictures back. Remember, Ross Smith changed his walk-on back to the incredible red light spell Danger. What a picture that is. The arena is packed in Wisa. The lights are going off. Halfway through the session, final 4 games to come, starting with Rob Cross against Ross Smith and Damon Heta against Michael Smith, Stephen Bunting against Jermaine Wattimena, and then Nathan Aspinall against Richie Edhouse to finish the session. Of course, tonight we're going to have Michael Van Gerwen, Luke Humphreys, Luke Littler. Fallon Sherrick looking at double 16 to cut the gap to 1, which she does. Now Vinakainen has the darts to go 4-2 in front. Again, Ross Smith is a danger in these tournaments. Good scoring visit from both Vinakainen and Sherrick here in leg number 6. .76, 125, 95 from Vinakainen on her own darts. Sherrick, ton, 201. Cross should take, consistently Rob Cross is a better player than Ross Smith, but it'll be interesting to see. Vinakainen ton to leave 105. She's going to get the opportunity for a 4-2 lead. Sherrick 140 to apply pressure. Vinakainen has missed, giving Fallon Sherrick the opportunity to level. Bobby Cross is now on the stage. And Fallon has missed the opportunity, so Vinakainen has the chance now to go 4-2 up. Her finishing has been, in the main, superb. This would be huge. This would put her 1 away from the title. And it goes dart number 2. Vinakainen is on the hill. Again, I think Sherrick has had opportunities in 5 out of the 6 legs, but it has been Vinakainen's finishing under pressure that has given her this opportunity. How are we doing, Jim? Good to have you aboard, mate. Thank you for joining the OD Club. Always a pleasure. Viner starts with a 140. Is she going to go to the title in style? She is now a huge favourite. She's effectively taken the darts from Fallon here in leg number 7. Kirk doing some running repairs on the board to straighten up on the Euro Tour. Oh, Brad. Fallon Sherk, this 237, well, I was going to say has to go in 6, but doesn't leave a finish. So Kirsty Viner has 6 darts to beat the Queen of the Palace and pick up the title here. And the 140 to leave tops is sensational. Fabulous setup play for Viner will give her 3 clear title winning darts. Tops for the Finn, whose finishing has been exceptional. And it goes in 1. Kirsty Viner has beaten Fallon Sherk in the final. A finishing masterclass from Viner. Punished every mistake to take the title. Right, back to the European Tour. Rob Cross has the darts here. Watched the boxing last night, won't see less competitive. To be fair, although the main event wasn't competitive, Lauren Price was incredible. The darts is on PDC TV, mate. Rob Cross looking at 66 to take the opening leg. Ross Smith is poised on 42. He's had a good examination of the Rob Cross throw here. It's only going to be 1 dart at double 18 for Cross. But 1 dart is all classy Crossy needs. 1-0 to Voltage. I'd say, Brad, more of a no-brainer for Sky. I'm not sure ITV have the capacity on their TV programming to put it in. They could put it on ITVX and stream it, I agree. Look, I 100% think it would be a good thing. Would the DC want that? In other words, will Sky paying extra for PDC? I don't know, to be fair, Lendl. I'm not sure what the deal was when. Was it Premier Sports? Had it for a while? Was it Premier? Had it for a while? I'm not sure what the financials and whatever were, but look, so Sky have got obviously Sky Sports Plus now in the UK. That it would be a great content filler for them to have the Euro Tour, but we'll see. We're still not 100%, or we still haven't been told officially what the ins and outs of the new Sky deal is. Obviously, because that doesn't come into effect until December. Ross Smith holding his more than his own. He was averaging nearly 110, asking constant questions of Rob Cross here. This 164 may have to be classy, crossy. I was going to say, there was the first treble 19. Brilliant, absolutely stunning from Ross Smith. Takes out the 110. The average is around the 109 mark. Struts back down the hockey. Ross Smith, yesterday he was frustrated with his own performance, but today this is sensational. 140 to leave 76. Rob has it all to do at the moment. Ross Smith shows no sign of stopping at the moment. This is an incredible performance. How are we doing, Mark? I am very well, thank you very much. I hope you are good as well. Because this is sublime from Ross Smith at the moment. the moment, Rob Cross does not have the answers for this near on 112 average from Smudger. It is just magical to watch at the moment, and Ross Smith is threatening the double break of throw. The only surprise is he's missed the ball. That's the only surprise. This has to go for Rob Cross. Oh, that was a must hit. Brilliant dart under pressure from Rob Cross. Ross Smith is throwing everything and the kitchen sink at Cross at the moment. He knew that was a big moment as well. Done the famous Rob Cross step back, dry the hand and hit. Maximum for Cross. Is he just working his way back into this one? Ross Smith leaves a bogey number. Cross cannot punish. The setup play from Cross is good here, but may not get the chance. 68 for Ross Smith for a 4-2 lead. It's 2 and double 4. Only needs the 1. The gap is back to 2. Smudger. Cross has upped his average in the last few legs, but it's still not enough. Ross Smith still hovering around that mid 109 range, that he cannot get near it at the moment. Has Cross got a moment of magic left in him? Oh my, it's brilliant. It's stunning from Ross Smith. the 103 to go 5-2 in front. This has been a masterclass from Ross Smith. The average is now over the 112 mark. It is imperious from Ross Smith. Has he got one more roll of the dice? This is right up there in terms of performances. Cross has left the fish, the big fish, but Ross Smith is going to be on something a lot lower, meaning double 18, the 171, the average is 111. Take a bow, Ross Smith. This has been an incredible performance from Smudger. Rob Cross has averaged nearly 99, done very little wrong, but take a bow, Ross Smith. That is exceptional, exquisite, all-in-one, 6-2 demolition job of an average of 112.6. Cross was 2 from 2 when he got a shot at a double. Ross Smith 6 from 7. That was a little bit good. Damon, Heta, Michael Smith coming next as well. What an afternoon session. What a treat. Chat room, you have been superb today. Who's going to win the championship tomorrow? Look, they're all capable, but boring I know, but Luke or Luke probably. They do it more consistently than anyone else. These non-seeds are playing Jonathan, look, a lot of them did. A lot of them hated it, and look, they're out to prove a point. 100%. Top 3 are officially. Have they gone dark green? Are they dark green on darts rankings? We've got some early dark greenness. Not yet. But yeah, I agree that I agree though. The top 3 aren't getting caught. Yeah, no, look, I think Paige Pauling could be one to keep an eye on that could gate crash the top 4. Oh, top 8, sorry. Top 4, no. Kate Sheldon 2-0 up. Does anyone know, or is this just a coincidence? Rachel Part is playing in the women's series under a Canadian flag. Is that Mrs. Part? Does anyone know? Because if so, that's incredible. Please let it be so. I didn't think Gary played that badly. That there is ring rust within Gary's game. You can see that, but that game was all about the brilliance of Luke Woodhouse. His finishing at one point, he was 5 from 5. He took out 124, 106 and 170 to lead 3-0. So look, although Gary wasn't his brilliant best, a lot of it goes down to how good Luke Woodhouse was. Is she John Part's wife? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It would be incredible if that is JP's other half. We are about to get pictures back on the stream. Just stretching my legs. Waka waka eh. Alright. Ross Smith's front line average 112.92. Why is he switching between the blue ones and the normal ones? Probably knowing Gary, because that's all he had in his case. We know Gary's a liability when it comes to equipment, and Gary's that naturally talented. He could literally throw anything. Jacob, I used to be half decent. I got the IPS, and it's never really been the same since. I still practice well, but as soon as someone says game on, the mind overthinks everything, and yeah. When I was half decent playing all the time, I was running around a 75 average. So not amazing, but hold your own. Oh, Bo was incredible at the UK Open. Do I think he'll play in half the Euro Tours this year? Hopeful, but not 100%. Alright, Bully Boy and Damon Heta both on the stage. Now, Bully Boy has the darts. Thought Bully Boy played well yesterday. Should gain a lot of confidence from that, but no, we know the Heat is also playing well. Will there be a PDC Women's World Cup? I don't think so. Again, I'd like to see it, but I don't see it happening. But Michael Smith started okay here on throw, but Damon Heta will slipped into the one there. Would have seen that as an opportunity. Fallon Sherrick has just won 4-0 against Kim Holden. It was on the stream board. Michael Smith is on a finish. Damon Heta could be about to pile the pressure on, and he does 140 to leave 80. All of a sudden, this 140 looks a little bit trickier, and it's not going to go. And he's made a mess of the setup as well. Only leaves 97. It's advantage Heta for a breaker throw in leg one, but he's made an absolute mess of it. Did not get a dart, had a double from the 80. Just to confirm, chat room, Rachel Part on the women's series is the wife of the 3-time world champion John Part. Just had it confirmed that is Mrs. Part. Yeah, 100%. Just spoken to one of the Sky team and asked, and it was like, yes, it is. Damon Heta is in control of this tie at the moment. Bully Boy not quite hitting the heights of yesterday at the moment. Adam Smith doesn't work for Sky anymore. That's why you haven't heard him. Is Gob part of the reffing team at the Women's Series this weekend? No, Gob is currently, he officiated the Varsity University event last night in Nottingham, and he is at Wembley to go and watch some Sidemen shit today. On the stream board now for the Women's Series, we've got Angela Kirkwood against Aurora Fossato. Bully Boy, he was brilliant yesterday, but the average is only 77 at the moment. We were building this up to be a classic. It's been a bit of a stinker so far. Heta only averaging 87 as well. Smith dragging those darts low today. Double break of throw for Heta, potentially incoming. 3-0 to the Heat. This was not the performance from either I was expecting. Michael Smith is really up against it here. Damon Heta is in complete control at the moment. Michael Smith is not happy with something. He's gesturing that his darts aren't going in the ball properly, and it was this to say they were going in and falling. That was the gesture he was giving, and we've seen him roughing up his points as well. But he is not happy at all. I think, yeah, Bully Boy will make it back to being seeded for the Euro Tour, 100%. But he is chuntering away to himself up there. But Damon Heta is just getting on with his business. It is 4-0 at the moment. Double break of throw. And look, Damon Heta's not playing anywhere near what he's capable of. He's only averaging 80, not just clipping 90 now. But Michael Smith, 78. This is unheard of for the bully boy. He is not happy. They're just watching him, the hand gestures he's making, the chuntering to himself. I don't know if anyone else is watching this, but Michael Smith is raging about something at the moment. He is not happy at all. This could be a whitewash here. His throw is under the cosh yet again. He is livid. He's raging with himself or raging with something. This could be a whitewash. This could be a Saturday afternoon bagel. I still think Michael Smith will get it right. I think he does win another major at some point. I'm not saying it's going to be this year or whatever, but Michael Smith is too talented not to win another one for me. Timed maximum from Bully Boy. May not be whitewashed just yet. Oh, Heta has just missed the ball for a 6-0. Michael Smith, 98. Double 19, double 19. You know the MO. And he's missed the second one. He hit the first, but not the second. And it is a whitewash for Heta. Bagel served in Belgium. Didn't see that coming. Be interested whether Michael says anything on social afterwards, but he was clearly furious with something. I don't know what, but he was livid with himself. coming next, we have Stephen Bunting against Wattimena. And Wattimena has the darts. If anyone can listen to what Damon Heta is saying, if he's saying anything on why Michael Smith was annoyed, let me know. Damon Heta loving life at the moment. Oh. So, what we say in the chat room, who wins the next one? Wattimena, man in form, or Stephen Bunting, the man not in particularly good form right now? Well, certainly in the Premier League anyway. So, what's everyone else up to today as well? Bunting needs to... yeah, I agree that I think Bunting does need... the thing is that he throws... I know he's gone up in weight, but he still throws such a light dart. It is unreal, and maybe he's just struggling a little bit in these big arenas to convert those... I think let's have a cheeky little chuck a minute. I'll just hit 3 trebles. 3 treble fives. got the old Mardle drift. Aurora Fochesato has just leveled it up with Angela Kirkwood. That's 2-2 on the stream. Oh, by the way, the Blade Dart doc is very good. I'm a fan. What else have we got? Whitlock and Beaton. Can master averages on tour. Any thoughts on? Well, they'll still be good enough. Would they still be? I think Steve Beaton would be good enough if he committed and wanted to commit. The thing is that he openly said for the last couple of years he's not practiced, he's not putting any effort, and he was just getting tougher and tougher because he wasn't putting in the effort. Simon Whitlock still plays all the time, but again, I just think Father Time has caught up with Simon. The same as it does with every sports person at some point in their career. Age catches up with you, and I just think that maybe that's what's happened to Whitlock. That the age has caught up with him. I fancy Bunting against Wattimena, but my predictions have been crap of late. I think it's a tough game to call, because Wattimena was great in early spells yesterday, but then when he wasn't really in a game, he dropped right off when he knew there was nothing coming back at him. $100. Pictures are back for the Euro Tour. So the bullet against the machine gun. Coming next from Belgium. So here we go, 2 games to go in the afternoon session. Bunting against Wattimena, Aspinall against Edhouse. As Filip Brzezinski gets ready to get the players on stage. Let's get that way a little bit. That's better. We're ready to rock and roll. Aurora Fochesato is a leg away from being handed to Kirkwood. Good scalp. Potentially for the young Italian. Why in the Women's Series World Match Play race do players' prize money only change if they reach the last 32? So because you have to, it has to be a full round of fixtures. So obviously the 128 isn't full. So the 128 is almost a prelim round. Bob. How are we doing, Adam? Good to have you in, mate. Hello, Mark. In Germany, nice, mate, nice. Been a good session so far today, but a bumper session this evening. Of course, we will be here bringing it for you. This evening, James Wade against Raymond van Barneveld, Peter Wright against Matt Campbell, Gerwin Price against Gian van Veen, Dimitri Vandenberg against Martin Diggity Schindler, Luke Humphreys against Mike De Decken, a repeat of the World Grand Prix final. Luke Littler against Ryan Searle, Michael van Gerwen against Boris Kurtzmar, and rounding off the night, Hollywood Chris Dobie taking on the over-genius Dirk van Duivenbode. Has Aileen got the same syndrome as Jim Williams? Not allowed to. Yeah, look, I haven't looked, Adam. Has Aileen entered the Isle of Man or not? The bullet is on the way down. Adam, I am completely with you. I know which one I'd be picking as well, and it's not the Isle of Man. Viva la Blackpool! I'm actually gutted as well. For the first time in 10 years, I've got to stay somewhere different in Blackpool. Devastated. Yeah, Mark, the tickets prices for Mania are off the scale. So players are on stage. We've done the rendition of Titanium. So we are ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. The players are ready. And it's tungsten time! Jermaine off to a slow start here, and the bullet is already pressing the Wattimena throw. Angela Kirkwood has beaten Aurora Facciata in a last day decider. All of a sudden, Jermaine Wattimena has woken up. Piles in a maximum, but it may be too late because Bunting is going to have a look at double 16, but he can't take it. So Wattimena a dart at tops to save himself and gets there. The 180 completely turned that leg around. Do you think Josh Rock can win the Worlds? Yeah, absolutely he can. He has the game to. Whether he's mature enough, not as in a personal, but a sport, is he darting mature enough to win it? At the moment, I don't know, because the World's like nothing else. So basically, with the change coming to 128, 4 extra days, effectively, the World Championship is going to be best part of over a month. So it's all about peaking at the right time, and you don't have to win. You can't win the World Championship in week 1. From nowhere, Wattimena was slow out the blocks, but now all of a sudden he has the Bunting throw under pressure. Officially, we don't know. Officially, I don't know either. Would I be surprised to see it go to 1 million? No, I wouldn't. Would I put it to 1 million? No. because I think, for me, you need to sort the bottom end of the tour out first. But do I think it will happen? Probably. Wattimena, in the blink of an eye, is 2-0 up. Again, Bunting is in danger here because Wattimena is on the verge of 3-0. It is 3-0. Next game on the stream board is Eleanor Cairns, and I think that's Wendy Reinstatler. It's 3-0, and Stephen Bunting, again, disappointing here, only averaging 88 at the moment. Bit better from Stephen Bunting here. He's in control of a leg on his darts, but he's still in a world of trouble here. Pins the 80-2 to get a leg on the board. Gives him something to build on. Maybe, Tony, maybe. Look, but most players, I say most because there are a few that wouldn't, but most players would sell their soul for the Premier League. The ones that haven't been in there or want to get back in there. Like I say, there are a few that wouldn't, but most would sell their soul for the Premier League. And in its current format, it's a tough slog. Bunting found the 84 when it mattered. All of a sudden, we are back on throw. And Bunting's raised his average from 88 to 102 in the blink of an eye. Are we just stirring? Do they get money for playing in this, or is it just prize? They don't physically get the money in their hand; it's transferred to their bank account. But yeah, the prize money they get for this. Bunting. I get going that way when your opponent's not on a finish, but he does it all the time now, going 25 first on 1-2-1. It looks as if we are going to be level. Will Bunting win a night in the Premier League? He'll win a match 100%. He's too good a player not to win a game. Do I think he wins a night? No. But he's going to come back for another go after missing 3 at double 8. This time pins it with dart number 4. We are level, 3 apiece. Not much in the averages either. 3-leg blitz from... Oh, sorry, the Premier League. No, so there's no appearance fees in the Premier League. Basically, if you win a night, it's 10 grand. But then there's prize money structures for finishing 8th, 7th, 6th, and so on. So there's no appearance fee. So if you don't win a night, all you'll get is your prize money for where you finish in the table. But if you win the event, I think it's 275, and win a couple of nights, there's an extra 20 grand and so on. The thing is with the Premier League, for the players, it's more the exposure. They get to sell more lucrative sponsorship patches on their shirt, because you can go to said potential sponsor and say, look, your brand is going to be seen for the next 17 weeks live on Sky Sports in front of millions. So all of a sudden, your shirt is worth more as well. This could be 4 on the spin for Bunting. Remember, he trailed 3-0. This is to lead and break. 64 for the bullet. It's going to get 2 darts. 1 down. Hits with number 2. Bunting leads. Completely turn this one around. Is every 9-darter by any player in the Premier League in any venue? Yep, Bob. So any 9-darter hit in the Premier League will get a set of those 9-carat 30 grand darts. So Brighton, it cost them 60 grand in gold. Ooh, big chance there for Bunting to go within one. For him as well, he's going for a single 12 to leave tops, but ended up hitting the double. But Wattimena cannot hit Bunting for 5 legs on the spin. It is 5-3. This has been some tungsten turnaround. I would be happy just to get 60 carats. Big fan of that, Mark. Wattimena will now have to win 3 on the spin like he did at the start of this contest. He's going to have to do it all again. Yeah, incredible turnaround from Bunting. Bunting doesn't leave a finish despite the maximum. So Wattimena will have 6 at 148 just to stop this onslaught. What do you give for another treble? That will do. It just reminds Wattimena that you're going to have to hit because I'm ready to take. Last start for Jermaine Wattimena, and he misses. Bunting is going to get a match-winning opportunity, and for 6 straight legs, 80 points for the bullet. $20 in tops. Tops for 6 on the spin. There's a bullet in the gun, and the machine gun is gunned down in Weiser. It is 6 legs on the spin for Stephen Bunting from 3-0 down. He has delivered the knockout shot. That's a big win for the bullet. Well, Jermaine's livid. needle. Oh, hello. Stephen Bunting just gave him the do one, lad. That was interesting. That was interesting. A little bit of needle, a little bit of niggle at the end there. I can fully get behind that. So it was an interesting one that at the end. So one game to go in the afternoon session. And that is Nathan Aspinall against Richie Edhouse. Not sure. Kirsty Viner beat Fallon in the final run. Richie Edhouse has won the ball, so he will throw first against Aspinall. Let's go and have a look at some of the results. Last 64 and last 32 games underway. Lisa Ashton currently 2-2 with Yvonne Taylor. Katie Sherlin 1-0 on Laura Turner. Paige Pauling getting underway against Robin Byrne. In the last 60... She's out of the second event, right? Okay, I've just looked at the results now. Lorraine Hyde, a 4-1 winner. It's handy having some friends in the Dutch world. On Dutch, I've had a message from one of them. On Dutch TV, they said Wattimena was angry because, in his words, Stephen slowed the game down. Not sure on that one. Paige Pauling with a 90 average, very good from the Lakeside Girls champ. From rapid to medium fast, yeah. Look, he may have slowed down fractionally, but we're not talking enough to make a difference. Watching the game, it wasn't noticeable. Right, so here we are ready to rock. Bowen Fallon warming up, nice. Bow has Rebecca Browse, Fallon has Sally Whiting, and they are on course to meet their own in the quarterfinals, I think. But players are getting ready to walk on. We could be sometime. We'll have a chorus or two of Mr. Brightside. Lisa Ashton has just beaten Von Taylor 4-3. Kate Shad and Laura Turner 1-all. Robin Byrne has levelled up with Paige Pauling. Not many entries in the women's event. Might find, make up the numbers. The problem is that, and this isn't anyone's fault, by the way, but the calendar for darts is so compressed and things clash all the time. Like this women's series has obviously clashed with the Isle of Man and so on. So it's I'll try and set it up in the break run. I'm not going to lie, I decided to watch SmackDown instead last night, so I slept in this morning. The Raymond Stanley has levelled it up with Steph Clark. That one's 3 apiece, going to a deciding leg. Paige Pauling back in front against Robin Byrne. Felicia Blade 2-0 down to Nolan van Leuven. Yeah. No idea, Bob. Trying to find some of the WDF events. The ones that aren't on Dark Connect are hard work trying to follow them. The ones that are on Dark Connect are superb, but the ones that aren't are a nightmare. Yeah, Ron, we are gonna implement that 100%. Laura Turner battles back to level up with Katie Sheldon. That one 2 apiece. Trina Gulliver, Rebecca Browse warming up. Browse beating Mrs. John Part, Rachel, earlier on. I'll play some games with him, don't worry. Play some mind games with him. The Raymond Stanley has beaten Steph Clark, but we are underway. Edhouse and Aspinall. Been a good start for Nathan here. He's got the Edhouse throw under the cosh. Oh no, sorry, my screen was behind. It still had Edhouse on something else. My bad. So for first blood, Edhouse double 16. 1-0 to Madhouse. been a good opening leg. Aspinall, this whole season has turned around from that one night in Dublin. He went there lacking confidence. He's left there turbocharged and believing again. Big visit here from Edhouse that he's gone for the 25 there and hit the 12. Right move, just didn't execute it well. So one. Oh, the Asp levels us up. Averaging 106 here, Nath. This is good stuff. Good solid darts from Aspinall. Good response from Edhouse, but both well over the 105 averages at the moment. This could take a moment of magic or a mistake to win this one. Trouble 19. Will leave the bullseye. Oh, close for Edhouse. Aspinall the 170. Not going to go. So Edhouse will return for a 2-1 lead. Edhouse hits last iron hand. He would have started to get a little nervy there. Sudden at the start of this leg, Edhouse has put a little spurt in. Another 2 treble visit and the Aspinall throw. Good catch from Nathan Aspinall there. Edhouse is forging an opportunity here. Aspinall needs a couple of trebles. One, not really enough, because now there is pressure. Edhouse has an opportunity here. It's a big opportunity. He's averaging Ross Smith territory here. Missed 2 darts to break. He will return unless Aspinall can pin a 164. Look, never write the Asp off, but this is a tough ask. It's on. Second treble doesn't go. So now, 3 clear darts. Only needs the one. 3-1 to Edhouse. Edhouse is in danger of running away with this, and it's not because it's a poor performance from Aspinall. He's averaging 97 here. It's the brilliance of Edhouse. Down to a finish, but look, Nathan needs arguably the lot here. And right on cue, he fills it up down to 108. That's manageable. If he, I was to say, if he gets a go, Edhouse was threatening the 157 for a minute there, but 108 for Asp. He's going to get a dart. A double 16. And he misses. Is he gifted the chance for a 4-1 lead? Aspinall was almost brilliant. 171, 108 in 6. But as it is, he's 4-1 behind. Aspinall needs to hold here. Cannot let Edhouse have a double break. Good setup from Aspinall, 60 points to cut the gap to 2. Edhouse is on a manageable finish. 2 at tops for Aspinall. Brilliant. Under pressure, he hits. Been a very good game this. As I say, Aspinall averaging a ton. Edhouse nearly 104. Tidy contest. But remember, Nathan Aspinall will have to find 2 breaks of throw. One will only get him level. But a couple of trebles here for Aspinall would make it interesting. Needs a treble. Disaster. The opportunity was there and he couldn't pounce on it. I tell you, he looks hot up on that stage. Aspinall, the old zips down. He is. I think he's feeling the heat up there. He's almost going full Stevie Beaton. 186, not a finish. So Edhouse has 6 at 207. Same equation, it's still down to a finish for Edhouse, but it's a tougher one than it should have been. So Aspinall will want to hit big here, and he'll expect Edhouse to miss. It's a good visit from Aspinall, and he is going to get the chance for one of these breaks. Remember, he needs 2. Tops. The double he hit in the last leg. Now he's chasing for 10s. And he's missed. That is the opportunity gone for now. Will he get another one? Edhouse 105. He is going to get another go. Richie Edhouse missed the dart at double 16. Back on throw. Great response from Aspinall. But he will have to break again. Big celebration from the Asp. Oh, excuse me. Is this game just turning? For the first time, Richie Edhouse's average is below 100. Aspinall has been around the same mark the whole game. There's just been a slight decline in Edhouse over the last couple of legs. Then he fires in a 140, of course he does. But Aspinall down to a finish. One 157. Aspinall leaves 60 and is going to return. Here we go for 4-all. Aspinall has missed 2 darts for a level game. Edhouse should get at least a dart of the ball, maybe better. 14 and ball. Bullseye. Brilliant from Edhouse. Aspinall missed, and the European champion pins the bullseye to go within 1. That will hurt Aspinall. He had 2 darts to level the game up. And now it is all out of Aspinall's hands. He will have to win 3 on the spin, 2 of them on the Edhouse darts. But Aspinall is carving a chance here. Despite that ball finish, Edhouse's average has dropped by about 10 points from when he was flying. That bullseye has got him out of jail here. Should I know streamed on YouTube? It's something we can certainly look at, mate, yeah. Aspinall for 1 break. Double 18 goes. Back within 1. Aspinall finds a max. It's just win this leg and apply pressure to the Edhouse darts in the decider. Aspinall is definitely in the ascendancy here. Edhouse not playing with the same freedom, the same fluency that he was earlier. Dan sort of finished. Edhouse has almost written this leg off on the Aspinall darts. It's going to be one huge chance, one challenge in the deciding leg. I don't see it not getting that far. These tops. Aspinall, do you go for it? Yeah, I think he had a little look to see what Edhouse was on and realised that he had to go for double 5. So it is 5-all. How's your nerve in a decider? Ton for Edhouse. both with trebles for their first visit. But then a 2 treble visit from Edhouse. Has he saved it all for this last leg decider? Advantage to the European champion. He has a 40-point cushion and the darts. He has saved it all for this one. Down to a finish. Aspinall needs something big. And his counting has to be good here as well on 305. Exquisite. That, Nathan Aspinall, is exceptional. The 162 to leave a finish. Edhouse does not take it out, so Aspinall, you've got a tough ask. 1, 4, 3, treble 20, treble 17, double 16 is the route, is the MO. But it is not going to go. So Richie Edhouse, after everything, is going to get a match-winning opportunity. 56 for the European champion to see off the Asp. And he pins it, last dart in hand. Richie Edhouse, and Aspinall seething with himself. Done everything to get back in this, and then that was nervy from Edhouse though. The dart at double 10 was good, but the dart at tops was nervy. Yeah, and to be fair, Aspinall's just said what a game, and it was a great game. Look, again, shows over this best of 11 format how crucial winning the ball is in the back, because ultimately that is what has won him it. Superb. Richie Edhouse marches through. Everyone, what a session it has been this afternoon. But remember, coming this evening, Michael van Gerwen, Luke Humphreys and Luke Littler, Gerwen Price as well, all enter the action. Make sure you join us back here from 6 p.m. for all the coverage, all the action here of the European Tour from Belgium. Thank you very much for this afternoon. Remember, set your reminders, put the little notification bell on. 6 o'clock is when we go live, and we'll see you all very, very soon.